This segment of the news is brought to you by BTC, powered by Lime.
Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shoshina Rule. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, the new executive board of the Grand Bahama Agricultural Cooperative Society meeting over the weekend to discuss the bylaws that run the society. As Megan Shepard reports, the new chairman is seeking to increase membership significantly and hopes to do so within his one-year term.
The new board was recently put in place this past May, and Chairman James Taylor says the goal is to bring about organization and to familiarize his board with the current bylaws. Now, a new act which governs all cooperatives of the Bahamas is expected to be implemented by the end of the year. Taylor says he sees no major fault with the current act, but minor changes could be made.
As it stands right now, I personally don't encourage any major changes. I would like to live with what we have to one extent, just that we need to explore, I would say, the talent that we have out there. If we had used the talent over the last 17 years with the same bylaws, we would have great success. What we really need now is to get on the ground and do some work.
Area General Manager for the Northern Region of the BAICH, Rudy Sawyer, was in attendance at the meeting as a consultant to the group. He says while Grand Bahama faces its share of challenges in the farming sector, he believes the island possesses some favorable conditions to be successful in the industry.
The chairman would have made reference to the weather challenges. We have storms. It seems as if it hits Grand Bahama more than any place else. The preparation of the area for farming here seems to be maybe more challenging than it is elsewhere. Somehow the rock on Grand Bahama seems to be harder than elsewhere. But but we do have some great advantages there too. We are one of the islands with an abundance of water, and that is certainly necessary. We are one of the big islands in the whole chain of the Bahama Islands, the fourth largest. So we have a lot of land available. So land and water. Certainly sunshine, it's a great place for farming.
Founder member since 1995 and current treasurer Joan Bowe says that for the first few years the society was very successful, but ever since Hurricane Floyd, membership has been very low. She says as the new board settles in, she hopes to see farms on Grand Bahama begin to rebuild.
Seeing our cooperative move in an upward direction, because we have been at a standstill for quite some time following the last hurricanes that we had. And we need to be able to get our farms up and producing.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Well, the countdown is on to the start of the new school year. As officials prepare the physical environment, Sabrina Brown tells us that parents should also be taking steps to prepare their children for the academic year ahead.
Going back to the classroom after the long summer break can be a difficult transition for many students. That's why Education Director at Oxford Learning Center, Jeffrey Jervis, is recommending that parents reintroduce bedtime schedule before school opens.
What happens is students get into a habit of staying up late during the summertime, watching TV on the computer, playing games. And when school starts, it becomes a really difficult transition back into the routine of school time.
Jervis says it's also a good idea to let your child start reading and writing more as you prepare them for the new academic year.
It kind of jogs the mind and gets the mind ready for the tasks that will be coming at home when school starts. So reading and writing will help them to improve their vocabulary. It will cause the mind to become more active and ready for the challenges that school will bring them. Parents should start to review the report cards that they receive at the beginning of summer. So we look at the things that were challenging, some of the problems that arise that were shown on the report cards, and ensure that we deal with those challenges, because if we don't deal with them, we're going to have the same problem when school starts again.
Education coordinator at Oxford, Alicia Walgu, says parents should ensure that their child understands what is expected of them.
There are visualization exercises that can help us. Let your child see the classroom. Let them see completed homework. Allow them to see a report card with good grades. Allow them to see themselves studying without distractions. See the final result, and by doing that, it will motivate them.
You can also put measures in place that will help your child become more focused.
Help the children devise a study time. Help them to get and to stay organized. Make sure they know where every homework piece is and that they start and that they continue.
Placing a calendar on the wall could also help your child be more organized with extracurricular activities. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Thank you, Sabrina. While the school policing program was reintroduced within the public school system last year, but violence on school campus was somewhat of a concern here on Grand Bahama. However, the Minister of Education, Jerome Fitzgerald, believes the program is effective when compared to the period when police officers were taken off school campuses.
We have had a pretty uneventful year with regard to, we've had one or two issues, but nowhere near what it's been like in the past. We feel that the school grounds, the school campuses now are operating with order, and there's law and order. The police and national security division is doing an excellent job, working very closely with us, and you know they're normally at the school gates every morning. Their presence is felt, and they've built a very close relationship with the principal, administrators, and a lot of the parents and students.
Well, the minister says the role of the law enforcement officers has been clearly defined, and he does not foresee any challenges with that program in the new academic year. And in news from police officials over in Abaco have arrested 2 persons while conducting a special operation called the Mud yesterday. According to reports, while on special duty patrol, police officers executed a search warrant on a residence in the Mud and discovered one .380 pistol with 1 magazine. Both suspects, a 31-year-old male and a 21-year-old female, were arrested and taken into custody. Investigations into this matter are ongoing. So that's the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition continues right after this.